Buenos Aires. Soy John Iberg, aka Juanito Iberg, aka Biker John. This is my World Upon Wheels retired world bike tour. And I have just completed changing out a flat tire for a flat tube for a new tube on my e-bike kit assisted cruise bike. Let me turn this around so you can see. And I hate to admit it, but I am doing it faster because I'm having to do it more often. Okay, let's go with this. There we go. What I had done, I just reassembled the wheel. I had these are the lug nut right there, and disc brake, torque arm. Had disassembled all that. On the other side, it is no torque arm, but that's the electrical side. Brake. No, I can tie that up too a little better too. Okay. Okay, good. I was surprised at how much less time it took me than usual. Okay. And so far it looks good. It's a good solid tire. I've got it about I don't know, 90 psi. It's what, 6 atmospheres, 6 bar. But I will be pedaling later when it's dark and I have all my great lights on here. Harbor Freight lights, triangular warning lights, good daytime visibility, nighttime visibility to the Harbor Freight helmet lights on my skid lid. All cardinal directions are covered there, 32 point. And then I've got my headlamp, which I found that was coming off, so I had to tape that up. It fell. The bicycle fell. Now it's working. Okay. There's the minimal. So there's the big one. And that's nothing. So eventually I'll have to, looks like the batteries are getting a little bit dim, those LEDs. But so far so good. I'm pleased. I thought this would take me much longer to get completed. So that is what I'll be pedaling in a couple hours, within an hour or two maybe, when it's dark, just to ensure that I've done everything right, and I think I have. But there's always room for improvement. I discovered a new part I could have inserted, but there's no way I was going to take the tire off again. Just to put it's a liner, a brand new liner. I have a BikeNashbar 26 by 1.5 to 2 tube in there. I am going to have to buy. That's the last tube I have, so I'm going to have to buy more, and I will get tubes that are slimed. On the previous tube, I detected that I had the big hole came from because I put so much pressure on the tube, and the biggest hole came where there was the spoke hole was exposed, and it started to squeeze down in the spoke hole, and of course that flattened the tube. So I've got a new tube in there on these incredibly wonderful Schwalbe Marathon tires. That's 26. The forward one is a 700C, which is a racing tire, and I'm not a racer, but I knew I needed when I found out from ebikekit.com, Jason told me I could have a 26-inch built for me. I said, do that, because I can work with 26. I've had to change out the 700C a couple of times. Took me a while to figure out exactly how I get it down to trouble-free touring, which I kind of have. And with the current COVID-19 crisis, stay at home, stay safe, don't spread contagion. I am not going anywhere far, although I can go up to 100 miles, 160 kilometers away from El Paso. And then if I go outside that, I'd have to do the self-isolation, self-quarantine, 14 days again, and I don't need to do that. So far, so good. And I know it's pulled up too much. I can't. I'm a digital dinosaur. I'll eventually figure out how to get this. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's a little better. See, I don't know entirely how to do things, but I have been live. I live broadcast earlier when I took this off, and I'm not sure if that went. I didn't do it on this. I did it on the other one. I don't remember the name of it, but I don't know how exactly. I'm still learning. And what I am learning is that I'm going to eat pretty soon and then take a moonlight ramble on this with the great lights going. And I love the solo cycle because it meets all the requirements and restrictions of COVID-19. When I solo cycle, it's just that, solo. And there's nobody close by. Only people coming close by might be an occasional other person bicycling, motor cars maybe, but it's very, very safe, very much in compliance with restrictions of COVID-19. And I strongly encourage everybody to bicycle for your physical exercise. This is, of course, a two-wheeler. It is a recumbent. I had 18 great years on my beloved Double Vision, which is a tandem recumbent. And until I just don't have the muscles to push that bicycle anymore. So this is working pretty well. So I knew that and when I found out I could continue pedaling if I had an e-wheel, an e-bike, basically. This is a cruise bike, which is a light bicycle. It's extruded aluminum, very durable. And I'm not an aluminum fan, but this has proven to be extremely well worth it because I have toured 2 countries and 3 states on this bicycle. The biggest load being the batteries, the heaviest are the batteries, and I can do 10 to 20 miles an hour using the batteries. And if I use them correctly, I can get 100 miles, over 100 miles, over 160 kilometers using both batteries. So this is my key to my continued freedom. And instead of just wherever I end up at night camping, now I pretty much have to get to a motel or a campsite that has electricity because I need to recharge the batteries. I can do that, and it's been great. And I will continue to do that. So anyway, everybody can just about everybody can bicycle. If a two-wheeler's not is too unstable for you, go to a trike, a three-wheeler. They are expensive. Well, this is expensive. Quality machines are expensive. If you are in El Paso, uh, strongly recommend you go to the Crazy Cat Cyclery at Baltimore and Stanton Streets. They will help you fix you up with a bicycle, uh, and they can get you almost any bicycle you want, uh, except for this cruise bike, which is internet sales only. Um, and if you want or need, like me, needing an e-bike, I added the heavy duty wheel built up for me by ebike.com, and it's fantastic for me. So and if you need that, you can contact Susan and Jim Toth in Las Cruces, New Mexico, southern New Mexico, by e-bikes. They can set you up with an e-bike, and it's well worth it. Especially for me, because I've aged out, and bicycling is the one thing. Bike touring, that's what I want to do. As you've heard me in my intro already, it's my world on wheels. The wheels don't necessarily have to be bicycle wheels. A lot of times they are the wheels of an airplane, or the wheels of a bus, or the wheels of a cab, or the wheels of a rented bicycle. So that's my world on wheels, and it is my retired world bike tour. The bike, not. What I've been doing is I rent bicycles when I go to different places, different locations. My most recent annual first quarter odyssey was Tierra del Fuego, and my goal was the southernmost community in the Americas, in the world, which is Puerto Williams, Chile, south of Ushuaia, south across the Beagle Channel. South of Ushuaia, Argentina. So, and I rented a bicycle in Puerto Williams, and when I went over, I took a speedboat across the channel, Beagle Channel, to Ushuaia, where I rented another bicycle at Extreme Sports, and even though they weren't e-bikes, as long as I could stay on a level road, primarily, right along the coast, it wasn't too difficult. I did have to walk a couple of times because once I started going up a grade, and I didn't have the strength to go up. That's what the e-wheel is for, to help me get up those hills that I don't have the strength anymore to pedal up. So everybody, get a bicycle, and it is solo cycling. You get your physical exercise, and the big thing that we have here is that we need to stay healthy and not come down with COVID-19, not succumb to COVID-19, and not be contagious and give it to anybody else. So that's where the solo cycling comes from. Anyway, soy John Iberg, a.k.a. Juanito Iberg, a.k.a. Biker John, my world upon wheels, retired world bike tour. Adios.